Hi, welcome back to the Roundtable. I'm your host, Steven. Today I'll be talking about some of the news that I've heard today, and something that got me a little excited is the new tour from Iron Maiden. And not that I'm the greatest Iron Maiden fan of all time, but I do follow them to a certain extent, and I do enjoy their music. I got really excited about this one called the Future Past Tour, which they will be dealing with the albums, their latest album, Senjutsu, and an underrated album, in my opinion. I think I posted a review on this on a roundtable about how we don't hear too much of this one, Somewhere in Time. Um, so they're going to be focusing on these two albums and putting a couple of hits along the way. And so this is what got me excited about it, since I've always think it's an underrated 80s album in general. A lot of people don't talk about it. People talk about, Van Halen 1984. They even mention like Judas Priest Turbo. They didn't like it, but they kind of forget this one tends to get left out, and I don't know why. I think it's a solid album from these guys. It is different. I think why they're going to merge these two together, it's they're addressing time. If you look at this, it's basically dealing with feudal Japan, and they're going back to the past, right? With Iron Maiden, at this point, this was the early 80s, and everything with this Blade Runner-esque looking cover and artwork, everything in the early 80s, up to the mid or late 80s, was future-based. A lot of space age movies, a lot of everything was geared toward the future. We're going to have flying cars, we're going to have replicators like Star Trek will just develop food instantaneously, and everything was geared towards the future. And that's what this album was. So they're kind of looking back to the past, but yet they're still here. So it's kind of them. It's a time travel kind of thing, and it's this thing of time is referencing. But if you notice, they call it future past, not the past tour. So they know where they're going. They know where they are, but they're just looking back and probably revisiting, which I think is really interesting, because I think they haven't played too much of Somewhere in Time. From what I'm hearing from fans who want to see the shows, I've always wanted to go see one, never did. Hopefully I can get to see this one, because Somewhere in Time was actually the first Maiden album I picked up with my own money, and then I backtracked and picked up Power Slave and stuff like that. So nostalgic factor alone is what's exciting for me, and I think it's these tunes haven't been played, and I would love to hear actually Alexander the Great. It's a great long epic song that should be played. I hopefully, Wasted Years must be great live. And Heaven Can Wait, Stranger in a Strange Land. I would love to hear these. I'm very curious what songs they're going to pick. It's a very interesting combination, and they both deal, like if you listen to Senjutsu, the instant beginning, the tribal drum beat to the fading away of the instrumentation of the last song, Hell to Pay, you are kind of taken to a different place, which is also Somewhere in Time. There was a different sounding Iron Maiden album with the synths, the way the riffs were done, the way the singing was done. Very different albums, and there's not too many albums from Iron Maiden that take you away to a certain place. I think the other one would probably be A Seventh Son of a Seventh Son. Would be another one. Would be the ones that you really teleport you. All their albums are good, but these albums kind of take you somewhere else. There's a story leading somewhere else. So it's very interesting. I'm looking forward to this, because I've heard that Steve Harris regrets that they never filmed the Somewhere in Time tour. So this is kind of them giving their future selves are playing stuff from the past in order to film it, kind of thing. So I guess that's where that future past means, kind of thing. So other than that, it's Iron Maiden. I'm excited to see a tour. I hope that I can get to go see this one. And again, I'm very excited because they're going to be playing songs from the first Iron Maiden album I ever picked up. So I'm kind of curious, and I'm excited about that. But yet I'm always excited about something about Iron Maiden. I love their albums. Like, even the artwork alone is just amazing. But other than that, I'm really looking forward to this. This is an interesting concept, and I think it's going to pan out. I think someone said in one of the promos for the tour, there's the Ninja that has 5, and the space age cyborg Eddie has 5. There's a score of five. So I'm guessing they're going to play 5 songs of each album. I'm going to take a shot at that one. I'm taking a stab. Let me know if I'm wrong. But let me know what you think. Are you excited about this? Are you excited about this album finally getting its just due? I mean, they've been playing a lot of times. They go back and play the whole album out in its entirety. They've never done it with this, so I don't think they'll do it with this. But like I said, I heard 5 and 5 in the promo, so probably 5 songs. Let me know what you think. What songs do you think they're going to play? I mean, I'm hoping Wasted Years, Heaven Can Wait, Stranger in a Strange Land, Alexander the Great would be awesome. I guess Caught Somewhere in Time would be interesting as well. Sea of anyone. So let me know what you think. Good idea, bad idea. What would you do? Love to hear from you. Which songs do you think they should play off these albums? If it's going to be 5 and 5, which 5 of Senjutsu would you think they would play? Let me know. This is Steve from the Roundtable. Hit the like button, subscribe. We'd love to hear from you. Up the Iron Maiden fans. This is going to be an awesome tour. Take care. Ciao.